Are you thinking about getting a multi-fuel or a wood burning stove like this? Well, I've had mine for a few years now, and here are some of the things I wish I'd have known before I bought this. So there are two different types of stove you can buy. The first option is a traditional wood burning stove like this. Now this can only burn wood, logs and seasoned timber and should never burn anything other than that. You can get multi-fuel stoves and they can burn exactly the same wood, but they can also burn smokeless fuel, which may be something to consider depending where you live. Now, a multi-fuel stove is constructed slightly different, and also it has a different grate which allows you to use that different fuel. Once you've decided on which type of stove you'd like, there's now another two options. You can have an inset stove like this, which looks quite contemporary and modern, or you could opt for something like one of these traditional stoves, which I think are probably slightly more efficient. Fuel. What are you going to burn in your new stove? Well, mine is a wood burning stove, so the obvious answer is wood. So I mainly use seasoned logs from a local tree surgeon. So you need to consider how much that's going to cost and where you're going to store them. So mistakenly, I thought we wouldn't need many logs, and actually we burn between 3 and 4 tons of logs a winter, and that is only to heat the downstairs of this house. Now these logs cost me about £70 a tonne from a local tree surgeon. But what does that look like? So this is my wood store, and as you can see, it's a fair size, over 2 meters in length, 2 meters in height, and it's normally full to the brim, and that holds around 4 tons of logs. And through the winter, we may be lucky enough to have a few left over. Maintenance? What maintenance? Well, like everything, these do require a little bit of maintenance. And the most important thing is keeping your chimney nice and clean. And that dictates the airflow through your stove. So for me, I sweep my chimney every year using one of these chimney typhoon kits that I've made a dedicated video for on my channel. However, if you don't feel like or don't feel confident to do that yourself, you can get a local chimney sweep to sweep your chimney for you and ensure that your stove burns nice and efficient. The next thing is the seal around this door itself. Now these rope seals sometimes can perish and deteriorate, and they may need replacing over time. Mine normally last 2 or 3 years before you have to replace them. It's a real cheap, simple process that anyone can do, and mine normally costs about £10 to do. The last thing is cleaning the stove. Every time you've had a fire the following day, you're going to have ash to clean out and the glass to clean. It doesn't take long, but something to consider. Have you subscribed to my channel? Well, if not, why not? It does not cost a thing. You're missing out on loads of great content. If I'm not making things like this, I'm fixing shed roofs, I'm mending doors, windows, doing plumbing or electrics. You name it, I've got it on my channel. So head over, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave this video a comment and a thumbs up, and that will help it reach loads of other people. So the $1 million question, would I buy another? Well, if I was moving house and I had space for one, 100%. I really like them, the way they radiate the heat. When you look into them, there's just something about them. And I think that's why they call them the caveman's TV. And you can't be laying in front of it with the dog watching TV. So hopefully you found that video useful, and it'll help you make the right decision about getting a stove and which one will be suitable for you. So if you like that video, please give the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment, and that way it will reach loads of other people.